Hi everyone, welcome to the second edition of Limitless, one of the most exciting competitions about startups in Israel. All the participants belong to ISE, the Israel Startup Experience Program. Now let's explain, what is it? What is ISE? ISE is a game-changing program dreamt, built and created by a group of Jewish Argentinian friends that were looking for the right partner in Israel, and together with Yachad, Maccabi, World Union, they decided to change the Israel Startup Program paradigm. Indeed, for young adults ages 18 to 20, ISE offers 8 months in Israel, living in a VIP apartment based in Tel Aviv with friends. I think there's some noise coming from over there. Maybe to turn it down a bit. Okay. Lessons from successful enterprises and Israeli startup, an opportunity to build businesses, leadership skills, internships in the Israeli startup environment, an army experience via the IDF's Marva program, volunteering with Magen David Adom ambulance services, and discovering the country through amazing tours which are provided. So get in touch now if you feel this fits you or your country, delegation, or organization. Visit us on isexperience.com or yachadmaccabi.org. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media, ISE Israel Experience and Yachad Maccabi on Instagram, on Facebook. Let's work on your next Israel journey. Let's have a look.
On these ideas, and we feel so proud of you, of the project you have done, the entrepreneurs you have become. So we are really excited to see you in action. We wish you lots of luck to all the teams.
So after this brief introduction, let's begin the competition by introducing Melina, ISE Directors Board member. So that was...
Hello.
Yeah.
On behalf of ISE founders, we want to congratulate all of you. We know you have been working really hard on these ideas, and we feel so proud of you, of the project you have done, the entrepreneurs you have become. So we are really excited to see you in action. We wish you lots of luck to all the teams.
Thank you, Melina, and the ISE board members. Now, let's welcome Eyal Tipperberg, Maccabi World Union's CEO, and we'll share a message for our participants and all of you at home.
On behalf of Maccabi World Union, I want to congratulate the participants of ISE on the second edition of Limitless that will take place this coming Sunday. As a result of the success of last year's event, we were able to expand and extend the program this year to get more partners involved in it, such as Microsoft and other bodies. I'd like to give special thanks to the board of ISE, to Hernan, Ryan, Melu, Yair, Marina, Shiru, and Martin. You are doing a great job, great partners, and we are very proud of our cooperation and look forward to expand the program every year. To the participants of ISE, I wish you good luck in the competition in Limitless. I know that you are very talented and you will present great programs. I look forward very much to attend the event, enjoy it, and have a great experience in Israel. Shalom.
Thank you, Eyal, and are you ready to start? So here we go. Let me introduce to you the panel of judges for this year's competition. Lior Israel, Head of X Labs and CTO at Strauss Strategy. Amit Schwarzenberg, CTO at Microsoft for Startups. Noah Mutsafi, Israeli Asian Innovation and Strategic Consultant. And Nir Falevich, Investment Associate and Monete VC. Okay. Moneta. Okay, so thank you for joining Limitless. You increase the competition standards and honor us with your presence. We are ready to begin. Let's go over the competition lineup. Each group will expose their project with a 5-minute pitch and 3 more minutes for questions after presentations. Judges will score each startup with a limitless judging criteria. New this year, you will also be a judge in the competition, you, the viewers. While the judges are judging, the audience will have the chance to vote for a second winner, which will receive a special prize. Before welcoming our first competing team, we are going to hear a special message intended to our participants from Doron Simchi, the course director.
Thank you for this journey. Today, we have the competition. You made a great job. Well done. I am so happy to see you all here. You founded your own startup from the idea to the validation. It's an amazing journey. You did it. Welcome to the entrepreneurship and startup world in the Israeli ecosystem. On a personal note, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for the incredible and professional team from Maccabi Union. I think that they made it happen. Thank you, Carlos, Jeanette, Analia, Daniela, Nicolas, Galler, and Tubi. Thank you very much. And now, just before the competition, I would like to say that this is your own journey. Take it to your own way. You are an amazing guys, and today you will show everybody that you are all winners. Exitosamente.
Yes, so thank you, Doron, for your heartwarming words, and get ready for our first group, Value. Please welcome Ariel, Lucas, Diego, Yasmin, and David.
What do we have here? We have a warehouse. We have a clothing warehouse. How this warehouse is? This warehouse is full of merchandise. This is stack merchandise, the most nightmare for every business. This is what every company don't want for them, to have their products stacked on a warehouse without being sold. This was also a consequence of Corona pandemic. And thanks to McKinsey Consulting, we have some data about how this impacted in the clothing industry. Sales fell in at 30%. The lost profit was 90%. And the unsold clothing was between 140,000 million and 160,000 million dollars. This is a lot of money. And this not only affects you. This affects also your wallet. This affects your company, your business, your workers, jobs, their families. This affects the economy, the society. This is a very, very big problem. And yes, we do. Yeah, there are some competitors for us that they are not solving the problem right now. Why we think that they are not solving it? Imagine you are a wholesaler. You don't have your space. You don't have your marketplace specific for you. Or imagine you are from another industry. You are from the construction industry. You don't have a marketplace specific for you. Imagine you find it, okay? You find your space, but you will have to pay exorbitant commission, very high fees for each sale. This will take a lot of money and the profit will be less than it was. Hello, I am Ariel Berkovich and I am the CEO of Value. I work with an amazing team. He is Lukas Sikowski, he is the Chief Marketing Officer. Thiago Safdie is in charge of the finance. Jasmine Kusi is in charge of the design. David Roth is the Chief Operation Officer and Lucas Galler is in charge of the information. We are from Argentina, here in the startup nation, learning a lot, growing, and we want to keep improving and to present you our company. We will generate value for businesses and consumers. We will create an innovative marketplace that right now doesn't exist. We will also provide businesses and consumers a very, very big networking. We will be defined as an Israeli high-tech. We will develop a technology that will open new channels for businesses and consumers. And here is our solution. Here is our opportunity. First, B2B, directly to businesses. We will not let them to have leftovers. The first image will not happen again. We will not let that the warehouses will be full of unsell things. We will also give them database, valuable about the consumer, the customer. And also, this is why they will choose us, because we will not charge them commission. We have another business model. That's our main differential. Specifically to consumers, we will offer them, we will provide them unique offers, we will give them exclusive benefits, and they will live amazing experiences that they will only find and they can get it in value. And our main thing in common here is that nothing will go to waste, because that's our way. That's also our slogan. We don't believe in trash, we don't believe in pollution, and we need space. The first image will not happen again. Here is our business model. As a business, you will apply, you can choose the option of contracts. You can sign a contract with us, you have to pay that, you have to pay for that, and we will give you a marketing boom. We will also provide you data and a lot of valuable stuff. If you don't want the contract, you can apply for free as a business, and you only pay us by leftovers. Imagine you are a jacket seller and you have a batch of 50 jackets stuck in your warehouse. Maybe you find the way to sell them, and okay, you sell the 50 jackets and we will take 3 or 4, and that's why we are generating our own wool as a company. We will also sell data, we will have a very innovative gamification system, and we will have income also by advertising. Our market size will be composed to, and we will buy directly to every business and consumer that needs new opportunities. We will be present in every social media, and we will develop 2 platforms, 2 apps. Here you have value for business. You apply, you log in, you can publish, you can do, you can have statistics, you can advert. Also, as a consumer, you have a lot of offers, special, incredible categories, flash, 2 for 1, amazing discounts, auctions, and a lot of amazing stuff. So, thank you very much for this space. Join us, join the boat of the opportunity, and you have to remind that with value, nothing will go away, because that's our way. Thank you.
So we have time for questions.
Really amazing idea. I wanted to ask, how do you plan to acquire your first customers?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Yeah, of course. How do you plan to acquire your first customers? You are planning to do 2 apps, B2B and B2C, and B2B2C. How do you plan to get users into the systems?
Okay, firstly, we want to get them free trials, because we believe that that's the way to them to have the experience without we want to give them free trials. We want to specify in the people who now don't have a space for sale like in a marketplace, because we think that they need their space. And also we want to focus in industries that maybe they are they are apart from the market normal, as construction. For example, you as a maybe you have a constructor business, and you don't have your space to commercialize your products. So we want to give them, firstly, that we want to focus in the industries that are maybe separate of the market.
So how do you find the customers? So there's a lot of need in the market. It's a great idea. I believe, a great idea, but how would you find your first customer?
We want to do a research of what and who are the ones that are apart from the market, and we want to focus first on them, and then to continue focusing in the people that right now has a space. But we believe that firstly, with our research, we have to go to the people that is not in the market.
Thank you.
So amazing idea. Also is very suitable for this time and era of COVID-19. I have two questions. I couldn't really understand what's your business model, and also if you charge any commission from the people who rent your services. So if you can shortly explain about that.
We think that every marketplace right now, their business model is commission. Always, if you sell in a marketplace, as a seller, you will have to pay commission. I know it because I work in an e-commerce in Argentina. So we think that people, nowadays we have a lot of marketplaces. We think that they are going to choose specific as us because we won't charge them commission. We will earn money because you have to apply, it's not for everybody who wants to sell. You have to do an apply and form. After that, you will have the possibility to choose. If you want to sign a contract, if you want to sign the contract, you will have to pay for the contract. And when you are paying for the contract, you are receiving a lot of benefits as marketing. We will have a marketing team. We will have a lot of information and data for consumers and customers, things that are going to be valuable for them. So in every sale, they will not pay commission. And the other part is leftover. Is a business don't want to sign a contract or to be in contract. They will apply for free, and when they are selling something, for example, I said the example of a jacket seller. If you have a batch of 50 jackets stuck, you sell the 50 jackets, but we are going to charge you 3 or 4, a really small amount, and with that, we are going to have our own products as value. Value will have a warehouse where we will have our own products, got it about it's not a commission, it's like the leftover that we are taking apart.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Value.
Thank you.
And now let me introduce our second team, and they are going to be amazing. Help EX. Thomas, Victoria, Violeta, Tatiana, Vinicius, and Ezekiel come to the stage.
Give special value to work. Hi, I'm Thomas Atas. Thank you very much for being here. This is my highly motivated, multidisciplinary dream team that is behind HelpX. Let's talk about the homeless situation. But first of all, we won't call them homeless anymore because we think that's an aggressive word and a label. Instead, we will call them unemployed people in the streets. This situation affects every society in the world, but we will focus on developed countries in which job opportunities are higher. Also, in which this problematic isn't caused by a economic issue or a bad government administration. People in street situations suffer from a lack of resources and opportunities, such as work, education, or home. Once we realized the magnitude of the situation, we selected San Francisco as a matter of study, and we came up with the following information. The majority of people in the streets are there because they lost their job. This helps us demystify the well-known stereotype that says that people in street situations are there because they want to be there. We selected Israel as our launching market because it's a developed country which has deeply in its culture the tzedakah mentality. Nowadays, 25,000 people live in the street, of which only 10% of them apply for a social benefit, which is only a momentary solution, and we can't accept this. In the last 2 years, there have been more than 3,000 new people in the streets. In the future, we see ourselves expanding to new markets, such as the US, where 500,000 people sleep in the streets every day. Of those, 170,000 are people in families. So basically, this problem is a cycle. If they don't work, they won't get money to then buy food, get an education, or a home. Here's where our solution comes into place. We will provide them with work that will allow them to get a dignified salary so that they can fulfill their basic needs. On a second stage, we will help them with mentorship that will provide them with a professional knowledge to help them become a more independent person. HelpX is a platform that connects people who want to help with people who need to be helped. The user will register into the app and see the story of different people in street situation. Then select the person that he or her wants to help and choose between donating money or time. If the user selects to donate time, then it will have to choose between donating a mentorship or a job. On the other hand, if the user selects to donate money, then the person receiving that donation will have to do a job before receiving it. That will be provided by NGOs. That way we are also helping them. Give a person a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a person how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. That's our motto. We create a working culture in which we teach people long-lasting lessons to help them succeed in life. Mentorship is one of the main pillars of HelpX, as we think education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. We will have big partners that will help us fulfill our dream, most specifically governments that will tackle this issue with us. Also, they will be greatly benefited with us, because this person that once demanded a lot of time and money of them, now will start to produce and provide, adding value to the country and the community. We will earn the money in 3 different ways. First, we will work as a human resource department for the NGOs, providing them with people to work, and we will charge them a fee according to how many people we have sent them. Then, we will work with governments, providing them valuable data and services regarding people in street situation. Finally, donors will have the option to pay a platform fee that will act as a tip. This is our competition, but what makes us different? Every one of them help people in street situation, but only HelpX provides mentorship that help people to become more independent and reinsert into the society. Fundraiser also provides mentorship, but nevertheless, this is totally focused on making crowdfunding successful. We invite you to help people in the street with us. Therefore, we're looking forward to get Microsoft help to take HelpX into the market. Join our community. Help your community. Thank you very much for your time.
Hi. First of all, thank you. It's an amazing idea. I'm just wondering, how do you create awareness in the streets? I guess that in most cases, the homeless do not have a smartphone or any other digital channel that they can connect to.
Yes. We will promote the app with governments, so we pretend these people will know about, and we will also organize different events for them to get noticed, and we will install tablets in government buildings so that they can access and see the status of their donation and their jobs.
Great idea. What is the first step when you have a founding for the startup?
Can you repeat the question, please?
The founding. When you will have the founding, what
Yes.
you will do with the money?
Okay, we'll start with developing the app, mostly, and start connections with governments.
For how much time? 6 years?
No, we are projecting it will be a short developing around as soon as possible. So, yeah.
So in the end of 2021, you will have the first pilot?
We think so. If we...
Which city in Israel?
What?
The city in Israel.
Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv?
Yes, as it's the startup capital.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, great job, guys. Great job. Thank you, HelpX. And now let's continue with Pick Me Up, created by Matthias, Agustin, Thomas, and Elias.
Okay, good evening, guys. My name is Matthias, and we're going to present you Pick Me Up.
Hi, I am Tomás Rochman.
Agustín Coas. Elías Ogana.
Okay, let's start. I think everyone that lives in Israel has the awareness of the problem that is hitchhiking for soldiers. Every single time that soldier goes like to the West Bank and hitchhikes, it's like putting on risk his life. So we decided that we have to develop a solution for this because we have a disappointing reality. Hitchhiking was so popular before the first Intifada, every people used to do it. But since the kill of my son Washman, this started to lower a little bit with the signal of the time. That means like also the guys that work at the West Bank and had to do hitchhiking back to their homes, like they're not able to do it due to the fact that this like Nachshon was captured by Hamas terrorists wearing kippas and listening to Jewish music. That like really trembles my soul every single time that I say it. A soldier was killed because of hijacking in his own country. So we decided to come up with Pick Me Up. Okay. Pick Me Up is a solution for a problem that is past everyone's time. I have to. Sorry. Pick Me Up is the solution for hitchhiking on Israel. It's the only way to travel safely. Like we're providing our users the safe way to travel within the country. What we provide, we're providing rewardings to the drivers, we're providing security to the hitchhikers, a sense of community between the people that is traveling within them, and transportation for the people that usually do it due to economic situations. What do we provide hitchhikers? Safe and economic trips. Like the only thing that they need. We have 3 kids that used to go to the West Bank school, and when they were going back to Beersheba, they were kidnapped and they were not ever seen again since 1999. And for drivers, we award like rewards such as discount and the tips that are getting from the money of people traveling and the recognition of the community, since it's taking people like all the way and helping out. The markets and competitors actually inspired us to start with this startup. Like Hitchhiker does only work with products, it doesn't work with like people. And we have another one that is called Hitchhiker Pool, but it does work for students and you have to rent a seat. This is taking like advantage of the sense of community that Israel has. It's completely different. So, in conclusion, we're just planning for a better future. Okay. In conclusion, we just hope for a better future for our community and a safe way to hitchhike in the country. Thank you very much, guys.
This is a great idea, but I want to ask, how do you want to scale it? By scale it, I mean, it's really nice for a small country like Israel, but if you want to go to Europe, South America, how it's going to scale?
I don't think we actually need to scale it since we're appointed to be like GET, but anyways, you can like work out with our system, works out perfectly fine for any other country, since it's the government who is like providing the security of the drivers and like the legal stuff.
Thank you.
Great idea. And why don't use Waze carpool, for example?
Because it's only just like available in the United States. It only had 1,000 downloads. It is just for students. Like they can provide. It's provided by the campus of the universities ways to like travel within the country.
Waze carpool.
What?
Waze carpool.
Waze carpool.
The feature in Waze.
I mean, like.
Okay.
Waze carpool has like at least 10,000 downloads, and it's in like 2018 as well. But
okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Great work. And everyone can watch the video of the app on the Yachad Facebook page. And now, before we continue with the next group, let's watch a short video from one of the ISE participants about their program experience.
Hi, my name is Lucas Sikowski. I'm having a great time here in ISE. We are having a lot of
classes about businesses, about startups. We are learning the concept of startup nation here in Israel. So I recommend you to come to this program. It's very great. We're having a great time here in Tel Aviv. And we are meeting new people and having new friends. So come to ISE.
What a wonderful testimony. Remember, you can keep updated by following us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn as ISE Israel Startup Experience and Yachad Maccabi. And now, next up is In Play, and the team members are Nicolas, Natalie, Luna, Serena, Vanessa, Sofia, and Lucas to the stage.
Hi, I'm Nicolas.
Hi, I'm Vanessa.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Natalie.
I'm Luna.
Hi, my name is Serena.
Hi, I'm Lucas, and we are In Play.
Hi everyone, my name is Lucas Yokan. I am the community manager and CFO here at InPlay. And this is the rest of the amazing team. Our company seeks people to do volunteer work in order to replace microtransactions in the video game market. But why do we choose to do this? Well, let me tell you a story about my little sister. January 2021. COVID restrictions in Argentina were pretty inexistent, and we could go back to that normal we used to have. As I was just about to leave the house when I told my sister to come along, so we both could get some fresh air and, you know, see the sun after the year we all spent inside. But she refused because she'd rather stay inside playing video games than to come with me. It's crazy, right? And not a moment after, she asked my dad for his credit card so she could buy a worthless skin for her character in-game. And believe it or not, my dad was lucky. Unlike any of these parents whose sons stole their credit card and spent an absurd amount of money on just microtransactions. And it was at that moment when I questioned myself as to how me, the big brother, could make my sister leave the house and stop paying for unnecessary things. And then the idea struck me, and it's called In Play. We're basically we're an extension or plugin for mobile video games in which users, via volunteer work, will get to earn rewards, will earn points that they can later be exchanged for rewards, well, exchange them points and get rewards. Over here, you can see your app canvas as well the payment method. And you may be wondering, why did we choose this specific market? Well, over the last year, the video game industry won even more place in the people's daily life, making an even bigger profit out of it. It even generated more money than the music and movies industries altogether. Can you believe, out of those $120 billion, 33% came just from microtransactions? There's a big stigma around the gamers that they don't leave their house and those don't socialize with anybody. Even though it's untrue, we plan to break this prejudice by creating a social space in which gamers can get to know each other, make new friends that they can later play together, as well build a community with each other. This will not also have an effect within the interpersonal relationships, but as well as the interpersonal, as these gamers that go to volunteer will have a very positive impact over the NGOs and organizations they choose to help. We currently have one main competitor, which is called Humble Bundle, which is basically an e-commerce app in which users, after they pay whatever they chose to buy, they have the option to donate money to NGOs or different charity organizations. And if they choose to do that so, they will earn points for the online store that can be later exchanged for reward. There's also indirect competition, such as Charity Malls, which is an application that allows you to monetize your walks, running activities, or cycling activities, and that money will be later sent to charity. Moreover, we have Recycle Bank, an application that allows users to earn money, an application that gives rewards to users by when they help their community cut down on waste. We plan on being a B2C2C as well as a B2B because we plan selling our tools to different governments, municipalities, and companies, such as Ubisoft, which is a really big gaming company, Coca-Cola, or the Tel Aviv municipality, because we plan for them to sponsor us while we help them save the world. This will also revolutionize the way NGOs get recognized, as each one of them will have a space on our platform. Our target users are the people between 16 to 30 years old. As we noticed, those are the most active users over the mobile video game industry. Of course, other people will be welcome to join. The channels we plan on using, especially throughout the video game world, the applications that will work with us, they will talk about us because, well, they work with us, as well as the different NGOs will sponsor. And last and not more important is, of course, social media. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to reach us here.
So thank you. It's an admirable idea. I wanted to ask, how do you intend to work with governments, NGOs? You said a lot about making an impact and trying to save the world. And I think also when you combine tech and innovation in tech and trying to do something good, it's always admirable. But I couldn't understand how the gaming industry, which is thousands of miles away from tech for good, how do you see it? How do you see the combination? How do you see the evolution, or how do you see them working together?
Actually, we don't. Our thoughts is working with the governments so they can sponsor us for our plans. Like we will make monthly activities, so we work with activities to gather volunteers throughout the governments. And because they sponsor us, they will pay us, and through that money we'll pay through the app, and the app is the one that's related to gaming. For example, a volunteer that goes to a volunteer activity will earn 10 points, and those points will go to their electronic wallet throughout the app, which is the gaming app, and in the app they will have the chance to spend them for later rewards.
Okay.
Thank you. How does the government or any other entity that pays for this service, how do they assess and monitor and quantify the impact of this good behavior that they want to incentivize?
Well, we thought after the event ends, we have to scan a QR, the people attending it will have to scan a QR code, and throughout that QR code we'll monitor how many people went to these activities, as well how many people, if they were interested or not, as well as they will earn the points. It's at the end of the activity. Throughout the career monitor, we'll monitor how many people came.
Amazing. You continue.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Great job. Another amazing startup idea. I'm speechless with your amazing idea. Remember to stay tuned until the end, since you will have the chance to vote for your favorite team and startup idea. And now the next group is almost ready. Let's watch the video. Let me introduce to you Food Care and its members: Tom, Nicole, Thomas, Una, Eitan, Nadine, and Franco.
Hello everybody, we are Food Care, and we have been working passionately as we think it would be amazing to help people create a community and save money at the same time. Would you like to know how? Food Care. Eat and share.
Some months ago, an Israeli woman of 23 years old who was allergic to milk was evacuated to the hospital and unfortunately died after eating a dairy dessert. This is just one case. Do you know that every 3 minutes a food allergy reaction sends someone to the emergency room? Can you imagine how much this costs? Total cost of anaphylaxis have been estimated at $1.2 billion per year just in the US.
We have identified a massive problem. People need to follow a diet due to a food allergy, an intolerance or any other reason, and sometimes they run the risk. They get the risk of getting a food allergy that could lead to death. And this happens just because of the lack of information at the consumer at the time of buying something to consume. We have also identified the lack of a community because we think that this happens because there is not a specific platform to treat this issue.
We know that the market is huge. There are around 520 million people that have an allergy to some food, more than 7 million people that have celiac disease, and 422 million people that have diabetes in the world. An Israel recent study revealed that 3.6% of children have a food allergy and 7.4% of adults do. Experts say that 68% of population has some sort of lactose intolerance.
We all know the existence of websites, food blogs, and applications such as SmartTag and Tasty, but we think they do not complete the solution, and that's why we see death cases every day. So we bring a more innovative and complete solutions, and also a collaborative and amazing community. My name is Tom Brody, and with Nicole Halowski, Nani Wolf, Eitan Wasserman, Tomas Bilevich, Franco Macris, and Ona Binder have taken the mission of changing people's lives.
We are developing Food Care, a social media whose first aim is to make life easier for people with food restriction by providing them different types of information such as nutritional values, restaurants, and products that they will be allowed to buy directly from our application. Also, they can upload content like recipes, photos, and pictures. As a result, people with the same dietary restriction could interact through our application and creating an amazing community that enables users to help each other. This is how it works.
This is a main page in which the user can see different content based on their likes, interests, and obviously their food restriction. Also, there's a restaurant section that divides in categories. In this case, it's the lactose-free restaurants that will show the user the best options to go and eat with alone or with his family or whenever or wherever he wants. When you click in the restaurant, it will take you to Google Maps to connect you directly with the restaurant and go and enjoy there. And then there's a group section in which the users will interact with each other. And for example, there we can see a kosher group and private messages that this user has.
Our target users are people between the ages 12 to 50 years old who have some food restrictions. At first, we are going to focus in American and Israeli market, but then we are going to expand all over the world. We are not planning to get money directly from our users, but our partners. We are aiming to get the attention of big supermarket brands, local stores, food and ingredients manufacturers, and restaurants.
But well, how are you going to get money? We have a very strong business plan with three main sources of income. The first one will be by charging fees to these restaurants, local stores and supermarkets for each sale they do. Then we're going to offer a space for advertising in our app in which each partner will publish their content as they want, and we're also going to sell data to them. The last but not least way to earn money is going to be by partnerships with big organizations such as governments and health insurance companies, because we think that we are going to give them a really good image, so they will like to work with us.
We strongly believe our project could be the first step to a big change, and that Food Care has a bright future, so we hope we can count on you. Thank you very much for your attention, and any questions are welcome.
So first of all, I suffer from lactose intolerance, and it's a huge problem for me, not just in Israel. So great idea, but I'm also vegan, and I use the vegan-friendly badge that is very popular in Israel, and some of the apps that you just. So how do you said that you're planning to use the data and the sponsorship from restaurants and not actually actively charge the consumers for commission or membership fee. So how do you intend to do the quality assurance of these food inspections? Because as a member of the vegan community in Israel, there's been a lot of error with restaurants and places and dishes that says that are vegan or gluten-free or lactose-free, and you started pointing out that a young woman died because of that. So how do you intend to do this speculation Q&A? And also, do you intend to use like a badge, like vegan-friendly badge?
Okay, so my name is Franco Maclis. I'm going to be answering all your questions. At first, we are going to moderate the app ourselves, and we are going to be controlling every content that goes into the app. So that's the main issue. We are going to solve it ourselves. We want to get a really great reputation inside this big, huge market. And then we're also planning to work with the Ministry of Health in any countries we are going to work in it. So basically that.
Additional question: Are you gonna do a lab inspection of each dish and ingredient? Because it's very important for if you stand a person who is vegan who has any allergy, you have a lot of responsibility. So what is the process you're gonna do?
Okay, so we are going to first be ourselves involved with every restaurant we are going to get into our app. So then we are planning with other moderators, and that's our plan to work with these restaurants and also companies.
Amazing. I'm going to use your app. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just want to thank you. I just want to say that for food care, the sky is the limit.
Great job, guys. Thank you so much, Food Care. Thank you. And now put your hands together for keys. Give a warm welcome to Alaya, Bruno, Ramiro, Milagros, Luena, and Yair.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yair on behalf of Keys, and I'd like to tell you all the story. But first of all, allow me to present the characters that are going to accompany us through this journey. First of all, over here, we have Lost. Yeah, the parents didn't like them very much for that name. On the other hand, we have Found. They're not related, but they have one thing in common, which is that they both had a very exhausting week at work, and they just wish to party. Go to party Thursday night, which takes us to the moment where this story starts. Picture Lost and Found, just having a blast in a party, Thursday night, Tel Aviv. All of a sudden, Lost realizes that she has something very important to do tomorrow, so she decides to head home, only to realize, when she wants to open her door, that her keys are gone. All of a sudden, questions start flowing in her head, until she realizes, did I lose them at the party? What am I gonna do? Let's go a little back to Found, noticing something on the floor, grabbing the keys, looking around at the whole chaos and thinking, how am I going to retrieve this? These two people represent the problem that we wish to fix with our platform, Keys. Because Lost represents when you lose something, there are very little options, very little mediums, very little people to talk to get something back. And on the other hand, we have Found, which represents, well, there are very little mediums to give something back, and at the same time, there is no motivation because of that to help people. And that's what we wish to do with Keys. How? By providing the ways, the methods, the medium, and at the same time providing motivation. How? With our solution. Our solution is Keys. It's a user-based app which basically works in two different ways. The way would be we work with communities in order every venue, every event, every individual person can just organize their own group, which has two different tabs, Lost and Found. If you lost something in that community, in that group, in that event, you post it. You found something in that community, in that event, you post it. Two people lost and found, the same thing. They connect. We have a chat option, which is shown over here. This will be the lost and found option, and this will be the events in the little groups. If all the people connect, they manage to meet, and the item is retrieved. But how are we going to motivate people to do this? Because no one wants to do the whole hassle of taking something back. So how are we going to motivate this? We have reward systems. We have methods to motivate. First of all, well, as we talked, this is a very community-based app. So as it is, we want to gamify and personalize that type of experience. So let's say I will want to organize a group for that party that night with Lost and Found. I will have a little reward staff. And let's say taking an item back gives you 500 points. And 1,000 points would be, I don't know, free Coke, free Coca-Cola. And on the other hand, if we don't want to do the whole gamifying system, we won't want to go through the hassle of organizing that, it's just a little personal event. We have a build system inside our app, which basically, after taking an item back, after getting an item back, the app tells you, hey, you got your stuff back. Would you like to give this person a tip? And it just works, put their credit card information, take the item back, boom. That's how we try to solve the motivation and the ways of taking stuff back. So in conclusion, let's get back to that Thursday night where Found didn't know what to do. It would have been as easy as just grabbing her phone, connecting, and after scheduling the meeting, at the moment where Lost opens the doors, and she sees the joy in his eyes, knowing that he will be able to just sleep and get to his date tomorrow, she will realize two things. First of all, that she's not only retrieving keys, she will realize that she has found something that she didn't know she had lost, which is the joy of taking something back, of helping someone just for the joy of helping someone. And that is what we, with Keys, wish to retrieve to the world. Thank you very much, and I will be open to questions.
This is really great idea, but I have one thing that is missing, the government. You know, what about the police? So if you could somehow also combine the Lost and Found in the police department with this app, I think it's going to be amazing.
We have thought about that. We have terms of use, because legally you cannot transfer, the responsibility to someone else to retrieve something, and you legally have to take it to the police. So basically, we have a system which is in our terms of use, which after 3 weeks or 2 weeks, we have to establish how much time. The responsibility of retrieving the item comes back to us. So we have like little deposits and little warehouses. They can take stuff to us, we give it to the police, and if the police does not find the owner, then legally that item is ours. So we can donate it to help other people, or at the same time sell it to maintain our platform.
Thank you.
There is a Facebook group called Secret Tel Aviv that I think that every second post over there is someone lost his keys and another one found it. Have you checked what are the success rate of this kind of transactions of lost and found types of transactions?
No, I'm going to be honest, we haven't researched that. But we wish to work with big events, for example, concerts, in order to motivate. Because first of all, if we work with a big concert, we just solve the issue of having to place a deposit for lost stuff, and everyone finds their stuff easily. So we will want to promote and advertise our product with big events like concerts, where you enter, you download the app, you get in the group, and we have little deposits inside the event, the concert for that time, where you can retrieve the item, or if you don't want to have the responsibility, just give it back to us and we will post it on the same group and retrieve it. So that's our way of advertising and getting user experts.
Thank you so much. You have another question.
Just another question about animals. Yeah. I see a lot of dogs and cats, pictures on the trees. So have you thought about it? This is something you can't ship and sell afterward or take to the police. So how do you want to tackle that?
First of all, we mainly work with objects. That's what we've talked about and what we've established. But it could be scalable for more social work in terms of, missing people or missing dogs, missing pets. Because at the end, our vision is to promote social work And that's what we wish to do in this world where everyone has their own responsibility and they can't be bothered to do that. And that's what we wish to fix in the long term.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
And such a catchy name. The next group is almost ready. There you go, guys. Let me introduce Economy. Put your hands together for Naomi, Alvaro, Ariela, Guido, Nicole, Dan, and Santiago.
Well, hi everybody, I'm Ariela Strachman. I am 18 years old and I'm the PR director from Economy. First, I wanted to tell you a personal situation that happened to me last year. It was last winter vacation in Argentina. I was planning the perfect trip with my friends. We wanted to go to the south of Argentina. If you don't know, it's a beautiful place. So far so good, but my mom came to me and said, okay, I'm not giving you any money for this. And it sucked because all the money that I had was from my parents, and of course I did some babysitting jobs, but every time I got that money I spent it. And sad or sorry, I couldn't go to that trip because of the money, and because actually I couldn't manage my money well. And I may have lost one of the best experiences of my life just for not knowing how to manage my money. So that is a challenge now, guys, because people like us between 15 to 25 years old are with financial problems, are always struggling with them because they don't know how to manage their money. They have always jobs or parents that give them money that they don't know how to administrate it. And why do we know this? Because we are those people too, right? And there's also people above 18 years old that have jobs, but they cannot be economically independent because of why? Because they don't know anything about taxes or expenses. So, with my team here, Nicole Itkin, Dana Hami, Guido Trachterman, Santiago Wasserman, Alvaro Saitune, and Naomi Ludmer, we're giving you the solution, Economy. An app that will not only help you to save and administrate your money well, if not in the present, if not to keep you safe from the future.
How? It's pretty simple. The app has 4 different sections. The first one is a personalized scheme of expenses. Here, the user will put what are the incomes and in which categories do they want to spend it, like house arrangement, food, entertainment, or even set a percentage to save. Also, in this part, the user could set a goal like going on a trip or buying a car, and the app will generate a saving plan to achieve this goal in a couple months. The second part is an educational part. Here, those people who think they are not prepared to be independent, they are going to learn things like how taxes work, forms of investing, some saving techniques, and more. And with this, they are going to be prepared. The third part is a payment calendar. Here, the user will upload his tax payment dates, and the app will remind them to pay it on time before the expiration date. And last but not least, the fourth part is a connection between the users and their personalized goals companies. If our user set his goal of buying a car, the app will connect him with the best price car company, making him a special offer only for economy users. With this, we are creating a functional and useful community of young independent adults.
Great. Now, let's talk a little bit about the market size. We had made a survey to have some real numbers, and it came out like this. 80% of young people have a monthly income. Now, 60% of them are saving money to buy something they want, and 70% of them do not feel prepared in terms of finances to come out to the real world. Now, you see what I see? They need economy. Now, in terms of competition, we have found some apps that try to compare to economy and give some sort of solution, but they are not as complete as economy. Why? Because we will help our user to educate him and make his finance intelligence more and more to the top. Now, our business model. We have a B2C project because besides our downloads and advertisements, we are going to be selling that big data to them, of course, with our privacy politics. And we're going to create with another companies a win-win contract because our users are going to buy them through a discount of economy. And with every purchase our users made, we're going to take a bleed of percentage, and that is going to be how we get money. So this is the future of the economy. Thank you very much for listening.
I must say it's a very impressive idea for very young people, under 25. And one of the biggest problems for young people, the Generation Z in Israel, but also my generation, which is the Y generation, that we don't know enough about finance and we're kind of afraid to handle it. I love that you said that 70% of your users, they don't feel ready enough to use the funds. Do you have any services that recommend them how to invest the money to create more money? And my second question, do you talk about other savings like pension and stuff like that, which is very important to start doing once you're in your 20s?
Yeah, about the first question, yes, we are going to teach them like the educational part. They are going to learn lots of things, like you can choose the category between taxes or even types of investments like the stock market or coins that they are now like the top. But
cryptocurrency
yeah,
coins?
Cryptocurrency, yeah, sorry. And that stuff, and they are going to be prepared in all the different categories to be independent. What was the last question?
Pension.
Yeah, we are going to, I don't know about the pension, but we are going to teach them about like the QQQ market, I don't know the name, but a lot of types of investment between their taking some risks, like there are risky inversions and not so risky, so they are going to learn all their options.
Good luck, amazing.
Thank you.
Two questions. The first one is from the technical side. How do you collect data on the user's financial status? And the second, how does it differ from Mint in the US or RiseUp in Israel?
Well, we are going to connect the data because our privacy politics is not talking about numbers, but we are talking about what our user wants. Like a car company, they want to know how many people want to buy a car this year. And we know that because they are going to set this goal of buying a car next year or in 6 months. So we are going to sell this data that is really important to those companies, and we are going to make money for that. And between Israel and America, we are open to all the world because that's our market size, and we are going to reach them, giving some free classes inside the app, like Zoom classes with some professors of economy or something like that, and we are going to reach them to our app.
Sorry, I wanted to add something. In the second question that you asked, we actually inspired in Israel because in this trip we have noticed that young people start working very young. Like my cousin, my niece, my cousins are always working since they are like 11 for like babysitting or like waitress or whatever, and it was very inspiring. And we said like, okay, we gotta help them manage their money, so that will be great.
Thank you so much, Economy. Thank you. So, remember to stay tuned until the end, since you will have the chance to vote for your favorite team and startup idea. The next group is almost ready. Let me introduce you Echo Coin by Matthias, Thomas, and Alex. There you go.
We are EcoCoin. What we create justify what we destroy.
Hello everyone, I am Matthias Raczynski and I am the CEO of EcoCoin.
Hello everyone, my name is Matthias Kanzipper. I am the CTO and design of this company.
My name is Matthias Aviv and I'm the CTO and marketing of this company.
My name is Alex Champagner and I'm the CTO and research of this company.
Hi everyone, I am Matthias Korindiki. I am the business developer.
My name is Thomas Uli and I am the public relations manager of EcoCoin. Okay, let's see. Our slogan is what we create justify what we destroy. Why we select this slogan? Because we thought that this is about all that we are using now, for example, ecology, all the green that we have in our company. And it's also a reflection about our subject. For example, have you ever think about what is a crypto? Have you ever think about why we are consuming that every time? How many of here know what is a cryptocurrency? Do you know how they put in the system? Have you ever think about the contamination of this?
So the problem we are looking after is the mining and the contamination it generates, the pollution to the environment. We thought that there's a way to solve it. Our cryptocurrency is going to use a mining system with sustainable energies. And sorry. Let me try again. One day Elon Musk woke up and decided to throw a tweet that made the cryptocurrencies market fall down in a very strong way, all because of pollution. He flipped, like he was saying everyone to buy cryptos, and then all of a sudden he was like, don't buy cryptos, they are bad. So we came here to solve it with EcoCoin.
But don't be scared, because now is where to appears to the world. Our solution is create a crypto coin, but the difference to the others is the mining and the system is only with renewable energy. So what is this? Only you can mining and use the system or crypto using renewable energy, like solar, aeolic, seawater, or whatever company like only use renewable energy can do use our system and our mining. But don't worry, because all yours can be part of the EcoCoin.
So our product is a cryptocurrency that it can be mined by ecological energy.
The crypto market is enormous, but at the same time that it should be, has a big problem, that is the pollution and environment. The market is enormous, but at the same time that could be a big crypto, could be the better, at the same time could be the worst because of the different times.
Now our competition is all crypto coins now in the world and in the exchange. So what's happened? Now we are a new crypto coin and we get in a new market. Obviously we have a competition, but our crypto is a strong crypto and we can do in the future to all the world, because no one country or no one tweet can be to us, and in the future, all the crypto we are too up, but we can do down when the politics and the economy see the truth.
And our business model is a B2B2C, where we are going to make alliances with the companies that are trying to develop sustainable energies generation. And we are going to make alliances with them so they can sell their energy to our customers who are going to mine, and they are going to verify if they are really using their energy. So if they are not doing it with sustainable energy, we can cut them from our system. Like they are not going to be able to mine our coin. Thank you very much. We are EcoCoin.
Thanks.
Okay. So it's a very innovative idea. Most of the mining of cryptocurrencies is taking place in developing countries and in China and China territories. How do you intend to enforce the governmental and the environmental different techniques you mentioned, like renewable energy and water and wind? How do you intend to tackle that in those kind of regions?
Certainly, we haven't thought about it. Like there's lots of miners are now going from China or India to United States because they all banned mining. So we thought like maybe in United States and the countries that they are going to move, it's going to be not that hard to access to sustainable energies.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you so much, EcoCoin. And now it's time to introduce Blipsy. Give a hand to Micaela, Shaya, Valentina, Yair, Nicolas, and Eitan.
Hi, I'm Shai Goldman and I'm the CTO of Blipsy. Epilepsy is one of the most common neurological disorders around the world, but unfortunately is highly untreated. We've seen that epileptic people live with the constant fear of having an unwarranted seizure and being injured, leading to anxiety and stress disorders in most cases. At Blipsy, we've come up with an innovative solution to make epileptic people feel safe and improve their quality of life. Our mission is to give them the chance to live their life without any concern about their next episode, because from now on, we will always be by their side. Blipsy, by your side.
That is epilepsy. Steve was diagnosed with epilepsy back in 2014. Everything was good until, unfortunately, 2 years ago he had a seizure that made him fall right to his head, getting a traumatic brain injury that left him with balance and memory issues to this day. Steve is not alone here. Around 65 million people around the world live with epilepsy. But what does living with epilepsy mean? It means more risk of getting injured. Having epilepsy implies living with the constant fear of that suddenly happening, which ultimately leads to a higher chance of developing stress disorders. Too many people live with the uncertainty of not knowing when they will have another seizure, and that is a huge problem. But our team has come up with a solution. We want these people to feel safe anywhere, anytime, and give them the chance to retake control of their life. That's why we develop Blipsy. Blipsy is a fancy wearable device shaped like a neckband that will protect people with epilepsy when they are having a seizure. Let's get into more detail on how Blipsy works. Our game-changer solution uses multiple sensors and the help of AI to accurately detect seizures at the moment. Whenever Blipsy detects a seizure, 2 CO2 cartridges will inflate an airbag that's been shaped to protect your head to avoid any injury to the most important part of your body. How cool is that? Assistance during a seizure is crucial. That's why the device is linked with an app that's able to call emergency services, caretakers, and even relatives. It will also give instructions to people surrounding you so that they know exactly how to react. The Blipsy app allows you to see the status of the device, access medical data, customize your emergency contacts, and buy replacements at our online store. When you're back on your feet again, just remove the airbag and the empty cartridges and snap back the replacements to get your Blipsy back to work in no time. Design has been a cornerstone of the construction of Blipsy. We wanted it to be minimalistic, elegant, and modern in a way that seems to be used for aesthetic purposes rather than functional ones. We were inspired by popular neckband headphones to make the device as small and discreet as possible, so that it doesn't grab people's attention. It's not a tag for people with epilepsy. Blipsy will be your new day-to-day accessory, and it comes in multiple colors so that you can style it the way you want. Our team is made up of a highly qualified group of people. I am Ethan, CEO of Blipsy, and I am joined by my teammates Yair, Valentina, Shaye, Michaela, and both Nicholas. This team is responsible for the constant improvement of Blipsy. Now let's talk about numbers. We have decided the United States as our market. To be more specific, we are targeting more than 2 million adults with active seizures across the US. This market is big, and when I'm telling you big, I really mean it. Just the direct cost of epilepsy in the US alone is $28 billion every year. Right now, these figures are our main competitors, and although they are good, we are way better. Blipsy meets every requirement. We are more stylish and comfortable than any of our competitors, and we're the only device that offers real protection 24/7. Now, our main source of revenue will be the sale of our device and its replacements at our online store. On the other hand, the data collected by Blipsy is going to be anonymized and sold to research centers as a secondary source of income. We have talked to people with epilepsy, and we've got their support. It's not just us, it's them that think that Blipsy could literally change their lives, and they are more than willing to use it. Look guys, if we didn't believe this could change the world, we wouldn't be standing here. For too many years, this group of people has been searching for a solution that could finally put an end to their fear. We were the eyes that saw this problem, the ears that heard their needs, and we could be the hands that could change their lives. We don't want anybody else to get injured like Steve, and at the same time we refuse to let fear overcome them. We are ready to start this beautiful journey by the side of people with epilepsy. Lior, Nir, Noah, Amir, are you guys ready too? Thank you very much.
I must say it's a great idea and wonderful design. One question, what is the target price per unit?
Can you repeat the question?
Target price, the cost.
Okay, that's a great question. Unfortunately, it's out of our framework in this competition.
Sorry?
It's out of our framework in this competition, that question. We're not able to answer that question right now.
Okay.
But I can get back to you later if you want.
Thank you.
It can save life for bicycle riders and coconut riders. So I see many applications. So why did you choose to go to epileptic people? Because it really looked like a life-saving instrument.
Okay, well, so we decided to go with the epilepsy market because it hasn't been visualized. It's a disorder that's not understood by many people, and there's not solutions right now in the market. If you go to bikers, there is some solutions in there, but right now there's no solutions that could protect people with epilepsy, to give them the freedom to do something alone, to live alone, to go to the street alone. And we see that reflected in the anxiety and depression that is in the epileptic community. So we wanted to target this community right now.
One more question.
Sure.
If I ask you that you use a smartwatch, as a device and only develop the software. It's also applicable solution, or you need to create your device?
So we can detect a seizure with a smartwatch, for example, but we're not offering them the protection of the head. Like, that's our main goal, because these people really have a fear to have a seizure alone, to hit their head. That's one of the most common injuries on people with epilepsy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's one question. So you convinced me. What are the next steps? How do you make it a reality?
Okay, great. So our next step right now is the research and development of our first prototype. Then we will need to get an FDA approval to go to the United States, and there we go. Thank you very much.
Amazing job. Probably such a hard decision. So many good ideas. Remember to stay tuned until the end, since you will have the chance to vote for your favorite team and startup idea. So now, last but not least, put your hands together for Fit Week and its members: Naomi, Martin, Ilan, Victoria, Eric, Tobias, and Dan.
Hello, I am Naomi Wasserman. I am the CEO of FitWeek.
Hello, I am Martin Lipovetsky. I am the CFO of FitWeek.
Okay, we live in a world where technology is paramount. So we are going to introduce our big idea with a little example. This is Juan. Juan is a teenager that is all day playing with his PlayStation. And Juan doesn't know that in the future he's going to have a bad health and a bad lifestyle. If now I go to Juan and I say to him to start exercising, he's going to say me that no, because he's okay like that and he's not motivated. But we think that with our two ways of exercising, he's going to change his mind and going to be motivated. In first place, Juan is going to be rewarded with virtual coins that they're going to be changed in sports sports. He has to make at least 40 minutes of sports a day, and it could be by walking, running, or walking. Also, there are many people like Juans on the world, and we think that if they are together, they are going to be motivated, and they can have many communities and activity of the sport that they like. So they are going to have a better lifestyle. Now we are going to show how our app is. It could be downloaded on Android and also in iOS. It's very fun and dynamic to use it. Our market is clearly art for all those persons who are always putting different excuses not to exercise and also live under those lies. Do you know that 6% of our annual deaths, that are 3.2 million of annual deaths, are because of the inactivity and the sedentarism? And the 31% of the population is inactive, and this has a very risk of death at 30 and at 20%. All this could be avoided with this innovative idea. Our public are youth and adults, because the statistics shows that these are the persons who are more sedentary in life have.
Okay, you can ask me, how are we going to earn money? Okay, we have two different business models. As she said before, we are going to pay Juan in cryptocurrencies, and these cryptocurrencies can be exchanged, for example, in our stores online, And for example, Juan can work 1 month, and he, with our cryptocurrencies, can change, for example, with one Nike shoes. Our idea is taking commissions of these transactions. Our second business model is by doing different deals with health insurance, because if people use our app, they will have less health problems, and health insurance will save money. Our idea is take commissions of this money I have saved. Okay, we are going to reach users by 3 different ways. The first one is typical marketing. We are going to put budget, for example, in Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and YouTube ads, and doing different action marketings. For example, we are going to put poster in the streets, or we are going to do different activities or competition with our name, because we want to make a name in the industry. The second way is by giving different prices to the users who share the application and get more download. And the third way is with the deals with the big brands, and we hope like they will be promote the idea. Okay, we have 3 different competitions, Sweetcoin, Runtopia, and StepBet, and basically they pay the users only for doing exercise. This is our difference. We pay the users for doing exercise, but we have a value proposal. In addition to this, we make communities, because we know that it's difficult to change the life. The lifestyle now is bad. People play PlayStation 24 hours per day. And we hope to, by doing communities, change this lifestyle altogether. Okay, to make a summary, now the things are making bad. People don't do exercise, aren't motivated, and we want to change the game. How? By giving different prices only for doing sports, and making communities that all together can progress. We are Fitweek. I am Martin, Naomi, Dan, Ilan, Tobias, Victoria, and Eric, and all together we want to change the world by motivate people to change his lifestyle. Thank you very much. Any question?
I think that Clalit Healthcare have this feature in their app.
It has some something like this, but isn't a community and an ecosystem. It's like only one feature. Like they pay the users, we know, but our market isn't only Israel. We hope that in Latin America that there is a lot of fat people, and in Latin America that where it's our first step, isn't exist nothing like this.
So you will work with sales cars or with governance in Latin America?
Yes, we are planning. We know that different health insurance in Argentina are planning to expand and invest budget to different projects who help the world. And we hope, like, for example, Swiss Medical in Argentina can be our sponsor and put budget in us.
Thank you.
You said that you're doing this application only through the phone. 4 years ago, when I was in the States, I bought my first Fitbit smart device and a watch, and it moderated how much I sit, how much I drink, how much I sleep. So do you intend to incorporate some kind of a smart device? Because one of the problems, not just for overweight people, I think also normal weight people this time, is they play PlayStation 24 hours a day, like you said, but we sit a lot of hours and we're not active enough. So how do you intend to actually to moderate or to track the activity phase or features of your users?
Okay, you asked me 2 questions. The first one about the clock. We are going to make like a software, but not a product, like a software for the product, because we are not our main goal is like the software, and obviously the clocks can incorporate. And the second question is how can we motivate people to do exercise? With the two methods. The first one is like giving prizes. For example, as I said before, if you walk 1 month, you can buy a pair of shoes. Doesn't exist now. And the second way is like making communities so you are not alone. Like you know a lot of people that is in the same change like you, and it's difficult too. So all together can progress.
Thank you so much, Fit Week. Guys, you were just amazing. I'm sure your parents back home are so proud of you. Such brilliant, brilliant ideas. Now it's time for the judges to score each startup project and finally know the big winner of this competition. And also, you guys at home, it's your time to vote. So visit us on Instagram, Yachad Maccabi, and click like on the post with the project logo you like the most. The post with the most likes will win the audience prize. And until we get the winning results, let's enjoy all together a short and powerful video about the ISE program experience. Wow, that looks amazing. I wish I was your age and I could participate in this program. Let's have a look on what is going on the tables. How's it going, guys?
We want to win.
How are you feeling about your chances?
Very good. We are very comfortable of our presentation.
Was it hard to think of the idea?
It was hard, but we are going to win.
Very confident on Fit Week. How's it going, economy? How's the situation?
What?
How are you feeling?
Very nervous, very nervous.
Very nervous here. I feel like I'm at least in the Eurovision. How's it going? Pick me up.
I am the win. I the first. No competition.
Very confident here in Pick Me Up. Blipsy, how are you doing, guys?
Really nervous.
of the results. Yeah. So I think all the teams were great. So this is a difficult.
It really feels like you're changing the world, even by thinking on the idea, right?
Yeah, we had a lot of time to work on it. So yes.
Amazing. So let's have a look on one of the videos of the participants of the program. Let's have a look.
Hi, my name is Victoria. I'm currently participating on ESET 2021. I'm having a great time here. We are learning a lot about startups and also about Startup Nation here in Israel, visiting a lot of startups, co-workings, and knowing a lot of people. I encourage you to come here next year because you will have a great time.
Amazing. How are you doing, Value? How do you feel?
We are happy because we could improve our ideas and we developed a startup. And we are entrepreneurs now.
L'chaim, l'chaim. They're already celebrating here on Value. How are you guys doing in play?
Hi, we are doing great, thank you. We are kind of nervous, but we feel good.
How do you conclude this amazing program?
We're really happy about what we create, so very good, thank you.
You're already thinking about your exit?
Yes, as winners. Yes, the program was amazing, and thank you, Doron, for all you taught us.
Amazing. How are you guys doing, Keys?
Very good.
When are you gonna help me find where I parked my car? For example, always losing my car.
How?
My car.
Yes, we can.
How did you come up with the idea, actually?
Me. I lost my glasses, and I think like why there's not an app that help people like find their things.
The new Lost and Found by Keys. Let's have a look on these guys. Help X. How are you doing?
Very good, very excited. We are having so much fun.
The competition is hard this year. You have many very talented group.
Yes, we know, but we are very confident.
How do you conclude your visit to Israel by now?
Can you repeat the question?
How do you conclude your visit in Israel up until now?
Pretty fine, pretty good, amazing experiences. So we are really grateful.
Amazing. Do you think you're gonna win?
Oh, we have high expectations. So.
Well, all the rest of the tables has high expectations that you could see, but the chances are pretty good. How's it going, Echo Coin?
Hello, we are ready to win now.
Has any of the people in the table bought any of those coins, any bitcoins?
Yes, all of us.
Really? But you're so young. Crazy.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, Mana, Cardano, Polkadot, all cryptos.
So what you're recommending me is to buy those bitcoins?
EcoCoin, and Cardano, and EcoCoin.
Amazing. So, how are you guys doing?
We are very happy of how we talked and everything, so we are excited to find out the results. Thanks, but it was a great experience. Thank you.
Do you feel like young people know how to manage their money?
I don't think actually people know how to manage their money, and I think that we will be a solution for society and more to young people. So it will be great if we can achieve this idea.
Do you think most of you guys are gonna work in high tech one day?
Yes, I know, and I hope so. Yes.
How do you complete your visit in Israel?
What? Sorry.
How do you complete your visit in Israel?
how we concluded, I hope winning now. No, we are already happy of everything we did for the project and all the things that we did for it. So I'm very happy with that.
What was the most important thing that you've learned throughout this impressive progress?
Well, I am very grateful for my team because we have all made a great support between us and for the economy. So that's everything. Our team is the best.
Okay, so I'm sure all of you are going to open your own startups very soon. And I think we have the results. Yes, we do. We do. So I want to invite Daniela Hammer, the Startups Programs Director at Yachad Maccabi World Union, that will give the audience prize to the winners. And the audience favorite project is
Economy!
So that's the audience favorites. Congratulations, come to the stage. Well done, guys. And now I will ask Lior Israel, head of XLab and CTO of Strauss Strategy, to dive into tonight's competition prize.
Okay, you think that it was an easy trip till now, but now we are going to the first place. It's worked with me 3 months, and we build our first architecture design to create the application that will create in this year together. And it's going to work, I promise you.
Okay, thank you, Lior, and thanks Strauss Strategy for joining us and supporting Limitless. And now Daniela is going to deliver this amazing prize to the winning team. But just before announcing the Limitless winning project, remember that if you enjoy tonight's event and you feel motivated to join us, you can get in touch with the ISE and Yachad team to begin working on your next Israel journey. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Drums, please. Once again, I want to thank all of the participants, judges, partners, supporters, and the ISE and Yachad Maccabi World Union team who have all made this event possible. So, the winning project is
Blipsy!
Mazal Tov! Come to the stage, Blipsy! Come to the stage, guys! Mazal Tov, well done, congratulations. Congratulations, Blipsy, and I want to thank all of you guys home for joining us. Hope to see you soon in Israel, all of you. Lehitraot and good night.